Welcome to Waterloo Wednesdays with Dr. Joe Clark. News for the entire Waterloo Vikings community.
Hey everybody, welcome to Waterloo Wednesday. Today is November 20th already, and a lot of good news today. First of all, a big shout out to Mrs. Shawgo. There was a parent who had the pleasure of meeting with Mrs. Shawgo during parent-teacher conferences for her daughter, and she was thrilled to hear all the amazing feedback she shared. The daughter has been thriving under Ms. Shawgo's guidance and is a wonderful helper in her class. Ms. Shawgo's commitment to her students goes above and beyond. She not only fosters a positive and nurturing learning environment, but also takes the time to celebrate each student's unique strengths and contributions. Her dedication, passion for everything, teaching, genuine care for her students are evident in everything she does. This parent wants to extend her heartfelt gratitude to Mrs. Shawgo for her hard work and unwavering dedication to our children's success. Thank you, Mrs. Shawgo, for making such a significant impact on this particular student and so many other students in our school community. We are lucky to have you, and I second that, Mrs. Shawgo. Hey, athletes, the fall season wrapped up, and we have some all MVAC selections. This is the Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference. Football, first team, Landon McLean and Cade Thomas. Second team, Austin Hurst, Matthew Ralston, and Keyshawn Anderson. Honorable mention, Brady Hakes and Scott Fesuch. And I might have messed up those names. I apologize, guys. Great job, though. Great season. Golf, first team and player of the year, Trevor Simons. And honorable mention, Clayton Smith and Mitchell Shepard. Boys soccer team, our first teamer was Caleb Shifley. Second team, Vincent Morey. And honorable mention, Mason Blitz. Blitz? I don't have my glasses on. Biltz. Mason. Good job. Girls soccer, first team, Alexis Henry and Bailey English. Second team, Coralie Jenner. And honorable mention, Molly Wiles. Finally, volleyball, first team, Ariana Rebecki. And honorable mention, Brylan Eddy. Great job, all of our athletes, student athletes. They can do a great job in the classroom, on the court, in the field. Good job. We are proud of you. We have a shout out for Officer Cutting. Officer Cutting is our school resource officer. He is being celebrated by staff for his vigilance, his commitment to safety and positive relationships with our students. Officer Cutting has been doing a fabulous job. He's such a welcome person here at Waterloo. Thank you, Don, for being an outstanding role model. Parents, I sent an email the other day. I sent a text telling you to read the email in case you didn't see any of that. We've been hearing that some of you are not getting text messages or email messages, so you want to do a couple of things. First of all, on your phone, make sure that 33200 is not blocked in your setting. Texts that we send from the school will come from 33200. Make sure that's not blocked. Check your spam folder. Make sure you allow messages from mail@onecallnow.com. That's mail@notify.onecallnow.com. That's where the emails come from. So if your spam is set up, if your spam is blocking, it'll go in there and you won't see the messages. Make sure you keep your contact phone number and email address updated in final forms. This information is what syncs with our calling system. So if it is incorrect, you will not get the messages. So make sure you change phone numbers, you change email, you get there in final forms and add it. If none of that stuff's working, you're still not getting communication from us, contact Matt Dockery. He's our tech guy. mdockery@viking.portage.k12.oh.us. That's long, but Matt Dockery at viking.portage.k12.oh.us. Shout out to our PTO. I think I mentioned PTO a couple times. They're doing such awesome things for kids and staff, quite honestly. This week, the PTO sent a coffee truck for all of our staff to enjoy some coffee at this cold and bitter time of year. Special recognition, Kayla Pennington, Jackie Murdoch, Leslie McClincy and Brandy Herbert. PTO wanted to give you a specific thank you for that. Sorry, my phone's ringing. That's what that buzz is. I'm not going to answer it because you are important. Creative contributions. I want to give a huge thanks to Natalie Daniels and her husband Paul. They created and donated a cutout of a Viking. It's near door 9, which is our elementary entrance. You can come in and get photos with it. So next time you're in the school, stop by door 9, check out the Viking cutout, and think of Natalie Daniels and her husband Paul for putting that together and donating it to us. It's super cool. Finally, I hope you saw the email. I am starting a new program. It's going to be called Waterloo Live, in the know with Dr. Joe. So what I'm going to do, second Tuesday of every month, which is the Tuesday before the board meeting, I'm going to go live on Facebook for an hour, 6 to 7 p.m., and I'll be there to talk to you about what's going to be on the board agenda, what's going on with the schools, and to answer your questions. Now, the first session on December 10th, actually going to start at 5 o'clock because we have a band concert that night that I need to get to. But generally, 6 o'clock, second Tuesday of the month. December 10th will be at 5 o'clock. So go to the Waterloo Local Schools Facebook page. You can expect me, again, for an hour. I'll give you an hour. Board meeting agenda preview, answers to your questions, and not the first month. I'm going to try it solo. In subsequent months, I'll have guests. So it could be a board member who joins me or another school leader, and we'll take your questions. We want you to be informed. We want you to know what's going on. We want to be transparent. If I know an answer, I'll give it to you. If I don't know, I'll tell you that I don't know, but we'll find the answers to you. Of course, there's going to be some guidelines. An hour, I think, should be plenty of time to get stuff done. And honestly, I just want you to be, just be, congenial, respectful, constructive, those kinds of things. In other words, what I'm not going to do is spend an hour having people scream or yell or do those kinds of things. We can do that privately. On Facebook, we're going to have nice, good conversations. I'm going to answer some questions, but I'm not going to be trolled. Okay, so that's that. Mark your calendars. First session, Tuesday, December 10th, 5 p.m. Together, we will make Waterloo stronger. So that's all the news I have today. Remember, next week is Thanksgiving, which means kids are off school Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week, and the following Monday. So we do have school next Monday and Tuesday, but we're off the rest of the time. But I will do a show next Wednesday because I'm here, and I'll see you then. All right? Thanks for watching Waterloo Wednesdays, and go Vikings!